Okay, so if you've ever tried to learn Spanish, you have definitely come face to face with the two-headed beast of the verb to be, ser and estar. It's like one of the biggest hurdles for pretty much everyone. But don't worry, in the next few minutes, we're going to clear this up for good. Let's dive in.
And look, I'm not exaggerating here. Getting this right is literally the difference between sounding like you just started and speaking with real, genuine confidence. In English, we have one simple verb, to be. But Spanish, it splits it in two. And trust me, they are not interchangeable.
So what is the real difference then? It can feel like there are a million different confusing rules to memorize, but what if I told you it all boils down to one simple core idea? Let's break it down. I want you to just forget memorizing endless lists for a second. The entire concept, the whole shebang, hinges on this single distinction: the difference between what something is at its very core and how something is just for now.
Here's how simple this can be. Just think of ser for the essence of something. Its permanent, built-in qualities. It's what something truly is. Estar, on the other hand, is for its state, how it's doing, its temporary condition, or where it's located. It's all about how or where something is in this moment.
Now, that core idea is great, right? But you need something practical you can actually use in a real conversation without freezing up. So let's give you two simple acronyms. Think of these as your go-to toolkits to make the right choice every single time. First up is ser. So, whenever you're trying to describe the permanent essence of a person or a thing, just call the doctor. It's a fantastic little trick to check if you're on the right track. So, what does doctor stand for? Well, D is for description, like es alto, he is tall. O is for occupation, soy profesor, I am a teacher, that's what I do. C is for characteristics, T is for time and dates, O is for origin, like somos de Mexico, and finally R is for relationships. All of these things describe a fundamental core identity. And for E-star, our little memory aid is place. So if doctor covers all the permanent, essential stuff, place is going to handle all the temporary states and locations. Let's see how this one works. Okay, so P is for position and L is for location. And here's a golden rule for you. Location always, and I mean always, uses estar. Madrid está en España. A is for action, specifically the present progressive. The ing form, estoy comiendo, I am eating right now. And C is for condition and E is for emotion. These are temporary states like estoy cansado, I am tired, or estoy feliz, I am happy.
Okay, you've got the basics down, you've got your toolkits. But if you really want to level up your Spanish and sound way more like a native speaker, there's one more layer we need to peel back. This is the fun part.
This is the thing that trips up even people who've been studying for a while. With certain adjectives, your choice between ser and estar doesn't just change the grammar a little bit, oh no, it completely changes the entire meaning of the word you're using.
This is where you see the real power of these two verbs. Just take the word listo. If you say, él es listo, you're saying he is a smart person. That's his essence, right? But if you say, él está listo, you mean he is ready. That's just his current state. Same word, totally different meanings, you see? Being a bad person isn't the same as being sick, and being a boring person is definitely not the same as just being bored right now.
And here is the classic example that you absolutely positively need to know. Ella es buena means she is a good person. It's a comment on her character, her very essence. Ella está buena, on the other hand, means she's good-looking or hot. It's a comment on her appearance at that moment. So, yeah, be very careful with that second one. It can be seen as pretty vulgar depending on who you're talking to.
All right, we have covered a lot. We've talked about the core idea, the doctor in place toolkits, and those tricky game-changing adjectives. So how do you make the right choice in the heat of the moment, in a real conversation? Let's build a quick little decision-making process.
Think of this like a super simple flowchart in your head. First, always ask yourself, am I talking about a location? If the answer is yes, boom, it's estar. No question. If not, ask the next question. Is it a temporary condition, a feeling, or an action happening right now? If yes, it's estar. And if you said no to all of that, well, you're almost certainly talking about a permanent trait, and that means you need to use ser. When it all comes down to it, all you have to do is ask yourself this one simple question before you speak. Am I talking about the fundamental essence of this thing, or am I just talking about its current state or where it is right now? If you can answer that, you've cracked the code. That is the real key to finally mastering ser and estar.